We are now less than a month away from the start of the school year. We're less than a month away from how many new classrooms in the 67 counties of Florida being occupied by teachers with little to no experience. 7,000 job vacancies for educators. Why aren't they getting filled? What about Florida is driving away people who would educate your children? What has Ron DeSantis done to make sure that people will not come here? Your children are not going to be educated because of the poor policies of the GOP, specifically Ron DeSantis. And if you are fortunate enough to get a teacher, these teachers are going to be relatively young and relatively inexperienced. It's more than likely going to be their first job and the first time they've dealt with anywhere from 20, if you're an elementary school teacher, to 160 kids if you're a high school or middle school teacher. And that's a big change in responsibility. And you're going to be putting children, because most of them will be under 25, in with smaller children. Experience matters. There's going to be a fundamental lack of knowledge, especially about important things. So much of education is passing down information from one educator to another. And one of the things I've been doing on this application is talking about defense of your classroom. Bubba is with me perpetually. Bubba right now weighs about 4 pounds, and if you were hit with Bubba, you're not going to be shooting accurately, at least until you stop going, ow, and oh shit. Certain districts are not going to allow something like this to be given to children for them to walk around because of the fear that children will use them against each other, which is a legitimate fear. However, you could get something like this, or a smaller version of something like this, leave them in your classroom, fill them with water, and put them on a shelf, and only use in case of emergency. They only come out of the closet once. I'm thinking about the defense of your children in July. The people that are going to be teaching your children might not have been hired yet. They're your children. Mine's 24 and a naval officer. The responsibility still comes to you. We can educate them, but the system has been made very difficult by the current political climate in Florida.